Listen to the drummers and the night sound. Listen to the singers make the world go round.
Welcome back to the Video Music Channel. John Gradick with you here, and we have got a studio full of special people here today. Starting off with Peter Buck and Mike Mills from the group R.E.M. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
How you guys feeling today? Ready to go?
Hungover.
We're going to do something a little special today. We've got our high school reps from various high schools around the area, and they are going to ask the questions for this interview, a press conference type thing. We've got them from Lakeside High School, Ridgeview High School, Tucker, Cross Keys, and Woodward Academy, and we can get right to the questioning if you're ready.
Great.
Ready? Whoever's first, come on up, state your name, and ask your question.
Hi, I'm Katie McGowan. I'm from Cross Keys High School. Okay, my first question is, does success change the way you feel in regards to your music? In other words, do you feel differently about your capabilities?
No, we're not very arrogant as far as, considering that we're a great band or anything, but we always figured that we deserve to be at least kind of successful. It hasn't changed the way we do anything at all, except it allows us to do exactly what we want to rather than, having to follow some rules that we'd rather not follow just to get by. All in all, success has been pretty okay.
I wouldn't have told anyone before that we had talent, but I guess something must be right.
Well, see, he doesn't.
I just get carried along.
Okay, I noticed in Newsweek that Murmur was ranked 9th of the best pop albums in 1983. I'm sure you're real happy about that if you saw it. But was it really a shock to see yourselves ranked so highly? And
in Newsweek, it sure was.
And, I mean, that was a national legitimate magazine, but I'd like to know what your reaction in general to the initial attention that you've been getting. I mean, what has it been?
Well, we were real surprised that most of the reviews and stuff that we got were positive, because we were pretty sloppy when we started out.
We're still sloppy. We just, we did this record and we thought, oh, it's all right, maybe some people will like it, and really there hasn't been a negative review yet. It's kind of almost scary. It's like, what have we done right that we don't really know about?
Come down?
The wall's coming down now.
Speaking of which.
I'd like to know one thing. You were saying rules that you had to follow. Was it the rules of the business, or I'm trying to think of a better way to put it, rules that people set down for you?
Well, the rock and roll business now has more or less been changed into just a series of gestures and conventions and things that you have to do. You follow this rule and follow that rule, and then you'll have a hit. And by and large, that's garbage. You don't have to, do everything the way the business tells you to.
Thing, right?
Hey, well, you can, I think that we stand, if nothing else, as an example that you can do what you want to and still be relatively successful.
Okay, thank you.
Talking to Peter Buck, excuse me, Mike Mills of R.E.M. I guess we got time for another one here. Let's have another question. Where are you from?
Andy Pierce, Tucker High. And I'd like to know, how much of a surprise was it when your original independent release of Radio Free Europe made it to the years in top 10 in the nation's biggest newspaper?
And we're still laughing.
It was a real shock. We hated the way that thing sounded so much that we almost bought up every copy and broke them. I got my promo copy and smashed it ceremoniously at a party. And so we were kind of hoping no one would notice it so we wouldn't be embarrassed, and it started ending up on these lists at the end of the year. It was a real shock, and I'm still waiting for someone to kind of say, hey, that really was a horrible record.